Okay, wait. Can y'all hear me? Oh, y'all can hear me. Okay. If y'all are not comfortable with like topics of slavery, don't listen. Go somewhere else, cause this poem kind of hard. Okay. I cried on my knees, forehead pressed against the linoleum kitchen floor cold as steel, praying to the Lord that her belt was just a warning, knowing good and well that it wasn't and that it wouldn't connect, slicing through every synapse that made me feel safe with you, with her. Cold patent leather, glossy finish cracking from heavy use, remnants of a time when a weapon of choice didn't hold up our pants, it held us hostage. What would normally be a reddish blemish or a bruise in the modern day was a long bloody gash trailing for all the way from one shoulder to the next, leaving non-uniform scars like tally marks on how many times one disobeyed. And if you manage to rearrange the snapped twigs and fallen branches that used to form a great family tree, despite the fact that nearly all black people will never be able to fix what's broken because there's so many missing pieces, so many scattered leaves and missing links, you'll look up and notice that the top has been sun-bleached white. Or maybe you look at so high up and so far away that you can't tell the difference between what's white tree steeple and what's white people. Their faces hung nicely in a picture frame, and our horses hung frightfully, and everyone up there got the same white surname. And in each of them white people's pictures, they're holding a whip, and all of our ancestors look up at the only thing that kept them in line, except for shackles and bloodhounds, and assume that the relationship that was master to slave was comparable to the relationship that was parent to child. And anything that was with a little bit of bendability and was light enough to swing at a high speed was suitable replacement, because this was the only punishment we knew. Depends on the family what replaced it. I tapped into some innate fear established in the early 1600s when the original 13 colonies sought for the easiest and cheapest alternative to labor, which is always exploitation. And I gave up my pride and embraced submission just to avoid any more pain, to avoid the innate hatred every black parent directs towards their own child, personified through an act of violence. I cried on my knees, forehead pressed against the linoleum kitchen floor cold as steel. And this was funny to her. She records me. And I look up to the light of my life. Not her. Her phone's flashlight. Okay.